In this video, you will learn how to use the sum function in Excel. While working with Excel, you will need to add a list of numbers on a regular basis. The sum function adds all the numbers in a range of cells. Here we have monthly sales figures for XYZ company, which has 4 offices: New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Chicago. The sales figures are for January through March. Let's jump into some examples showing how we can use the sum function to answer some basic questions. What if we wanted to find out the total sales for the month of January? What are some of the methods we could use to get this answer? One method is that we could add the January sales figures one by one. We could type equals sign, select B5 plus B6 plus B7 plus B8, hit enter on the keyboard. We get the answer of 625,000. Now technically this is a correct answer, but let me explain why this method is probably not the best way to do this. In this instance, we just have 4 offices and we have 4 numbers, so adding them one by one doesn't take too much time. But in the instance where there could be 50 offices, it would be quite time consuming to add 50 numbers one by one. Now let's look at a better method by using the sum function. So let me delete this and start once again with the equal sign. This time you will use the sum function, open parentheses, then we will select the January figures from B5 through B8, close parentheses, hit enter. We get the answer 625,000. Now, what if we wanted to find the total sales figures for the month of February? Let's use a different method this time. I will select the insert function command. The insert function dialog box appears. In the search for a function box, I will type in sum, select go. In the select a function area, you can see that the sum function is displayed. I will click OK, and the function arguments dialog box appears. Here we can specify the numbers that we want to add. So in the number 1 box, I will select C5 through C8 for the February numbers, then click OK. We get the total for the February sales figures. Now we can use one last method to calculate the sales figures for the month of March. This time let's go to the ribbon, to auto sum, click the down arrow, then select sum. Excel tries to guess the cells that you want to add. In this case, it has guessed right by specifying cells D5 through D8. I will hit enter on the keyboard, and now we have the sales figures for March as well. What if we wanted to find the total sales for the New York office? We could use similar methods to what we just learned about in calculating the total sales on a monthly basis. So in cell E5, let's type in the equal sign, specify the sum function once again, open parentheses, select the New York sales in cells B5 through D5, close parentheses, hit enter. We have the total for the New York office. If we wanted to find the total sales for the other offices, we could just very easily select the fill handle and drag down, and now we have the total sales for all offices. Now, what if we wanted to find the total sales for the entire company, XYZ company? Well, we can, in cell E9, it equals sum, open parentheses, and then select the total sales figures in B9 through D9, close parentheses, hit enter. And now we have the total sales for the XYZ company. In this video, we learned how to use the sum function in Excel to answer some basic business questions. Sum is a simple function, but you will use it very often in Excel since it is extremely useful to add numbers in reports and lists. I hope this video has given you a basic understanding of how to use the sum function in Excel. Please give the video a like and also consider subscribing so we can continue to help you learn new things. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Stay inspired and keep learning.